I've had some bad news. And the bad news had nothing to do with me. I went over to TMZ.com and BJ Penn. Now, this is yesterday, but I didn't get to talk to you guys. BJ Penn was in a street fight in a bar. And from what I'm told, this is not old footage. Before anybody goes, yeah, Chael, this is, BJ got in a fight a long time ago. Yeah, I'm aware that he did. This is another one. And the relevance to me pointing out when the video came out as opposed to when the fight actually happened is we just did this with Conor McGregor. The time he punched the gentleman was in March, but the video just came out a week ago. No, apparently BJ's been in a whole new dust-up. Okay, great. When I see the video, BJ's on top of this guy. He's got both legs in. The guy's flattened out on the concrete, and BJ's punching away. Now, he was not arrested. I don't know what to interpret from that, but what I am interpreting is that perhaps the guy had done a bad action, and the cops decided whoever BJ was defending, whether it was himself or somebody else, it was justified. Set that aside, and don't take that as me reporting news, because I'm moving on. I haven't even gotten to my point yet, which is 40 minutes after that footage comes out another footage of BJ Penn in a street fight. This time, BJ gets knocked out cold. Okay. Also, not old news, breaking news, brand new. So I went back and I watched both videos side by side. And BJ's in the same clothes. So I believe that I could accurately tell you that this is all the same night. He fights one guy that gets caught on video, and then he's got to fight that guy's buddy or something along these lines, and he ends up in a second fight, and this time he comes in second. To break that down, I don't know that I have definitely seen this before, but I don't know if I've seen anybody try quite this hard, and you have to have some level of respect to the commitment and the determination for BJ Penn to dismantle his legacy in such a rapid way. You look at BJ, so accomplished, talented, likable, handsome, memorable, well-known, success. I mean, I could go on and on. And to try to undo all of that on his own, just being out at a bar at 40 years old with children is a little bit weird. Not for nothing, it's a little bit odd. And maybe a guy's got to go let his hair down every now and then. Go to the bars all the time. Enough that I'm hearing about it. It's happening in Hawaii. I live in Westland, Oregon, and I'm hearing about it all the time. One's in an arrest, another one's a street fight. You're on top of it. Another one's a street fight, and you're getting knocked out by a drunk guy with no training? I mean, is there anything that you could do with more of a resilient dedication to tarnishing your own reputation? And you're getting this from a guy that likes BJ Penn. But I don't have the foggiest idea how you could respond to seeing something like this time and time again. Not for nothing, you get knocked out in a street fight against a non-fighter? I mean, not for nothing. What are we doing? Why are you out? Who are those guys that you were with? They ain't your friends. I can tell you that much. Those aren't your friends that think it's cool to go out on the town with BJ Penn and get drunk and end up in a fight. There's a lot of moving parts there. But at some point, that's got to stop. And at some point, it also feels like a cry for help. I've seen guys kill themselves. I've seen guys try to kill themselves. Watched it from afar. It's just happened. Guy's name was Vern. You guys would know him. What was he in? Oh, Austin Powers. Oh, he was Mini-Me. That's exactly what it was. He was Mini-Me in Austin Powers, but he went out of his way to do death by suicide through drinking. This guy tried for 10 years in the public eye to die and eventually succeeded at it. I don't know what BJ's goal is here, but it is not for something good. There is some kind of a cry for help here. He has maintained his contract in the UFC by leveling with the decision maker himself. Hey, this sport is the one thing that keeps me disciplined and keeps me out of trouble. I need this. Okay, great. I could take you at your word, and you could see where somebody that you got a long relationship with is going to say, well, great, I like the idea of keeping you out of trouble. Let's do it. But does that mean that when it's done, you go right back into trouble? Or does that mean in the process, you're starting to wean yourself off of this and transition into something else? I don't know the answer to that, but I hope the answer is the latter. I feel as though as if he's able to get fights by saying this is what keeps me out of trouble, that he has now identified that there is some kind of a problem. Whatever that issue is, and I don't whether it's substance or whether it's attention or whether it's I hate sitting at home and watching television, I haven't the foggiest idea, but I'm close to it. I got a hold of the right tool, even if I got it at the wrong end. I'm close to putting my finger on this thing.